Alright, much brew time. Playing some Curses in Legacy, and yeah, this hand is absolutely unkeepable. This one we'll keep. We don't have a way to sacrifice. We'll put Rector. I mean, Rector is good. We can play Veteran Explorer on one, Abrupt Decay our own Veteran Explorer into Rector, but we can't kill it. I think we got to put it bottom for now. Opponent, Island, and passes. Moto. It does say bottom. Just in case you're wondering, puts a card on the bottom of their library. So apparently we just had a bunch of Rectors in a row. You never know. That's not impossible. What do you got, opponent? We get down our Veteran Explorer, and opponent ponders. So our best draw is probably just a Cabal Therapy. Well, play the Swamp and run out Sylvan Library. If our opponent's playing like a actual control deck and not a Delver deck, it's less likely that they have Daze in their deck. Not impossible. But Daze isn't normally played in the more Miracle style control decks. Alright, alright. Force of Will pitching Jace. So, at least we made our opponent pitch some good cards and spend their Force of Will. Get in with our Veteran Explorer, pass the turn. This might be a time when we need to actually kill our own Veteran Explorer with Abrupt Decay. We might be getting to that point. Another island for our opponent. Cracks it. Gets a plains. And Monastery Mentor. So risky line is to try to Brutality. But that gets blown out by another Force of Will. Or if our opponent's playing Mentor, they could have Daze. Safe line is just to Abrupt Decay. The spicy line is to play the land, Brutality, killing our Veteran Explorer, duressing our opponent, and then follow that up by Abrupt Decay. I kind of like that line. I mean, I'm sure bad things can happen, but what are we going to... I don't want to discard anything, though. We want this. Deeds can be pretty important, because our opponent is going to have lands, so if they can play some instants to make tokens... Alright, let's just play it. Let's just play it safe. Maybe we should be taking a more risky line. But we got rid of the Mentor. Scalding Tarn for our opponent. And passes. Ugh. Overwhelming Splendor in hand. Well, it's Collective Brutality, 2 modes. Duress our opponent. Alright, get in with our Veteran Explorer. Now we'll Brutality. 2 modes. Duress our opponent. Kill our Mentor. Duress, kill, discard Overwhelming Splendor. Council's Judgment and Terminus. So we'll take Council's Judgment, tutor up some lands. We'll grab Plains and, I guess, Forest. Does opponent have lands? They probably do. And crack our Marsh Flats. Grab a Bayou. And play our Deeds. Pass the turn. So we would like a way to kill this Academy Rector. Opponent finds a Ponder. So I think that's our best draw, is just finding a way to kill Academy Rector. Alright, opponent plays a Volcanic Island. And passes. Play another Veteran Explorer. We can't really play Academy Rector, because our opponent can just Terminus. And we can't kill it. Alright, opponent predicts. That's not ideal. Probably going to draw 2 since they pondered, so they know the top cards of their deck. Alright, mills another Terminus. Draws a bunch of cards. Opponent has a Snapcaster Mage. 4 ponder. Yep. Man, we would love a Cabal Therapy. That would be the best. Cabal Therapy would be pretty close to game winning. Opponent passes. Well, play Verdant Catacombs. Pass the turn. Another ponder. So many ponders. And brainstorms. Just cantrip. Swords to plowshares. Alright, I don't think we can sack our Deeds, unfortunately. Opponent gets in with Snapcaster. Crack Scalding Tarn. Uh-oh. Is this a Jace coming down? Ugh. If this is Jace, this is going to lower the time we have to actually draw something. It is a Jace. Uh-oh. There's things our deck is good at. Pressuring Jace is not especially one of them. Opponent passes. I guess we just keep drawing lands. Pass the turn. Opponent gets in with Snapcaster. Now I'm not convinced that we're actually ever going to be able to resolve our Academy Rector. Opponent takes up Jace on themselves. And passes. Play Veteran Explorer. Pass the turn. Opponent's got a few more cards than we do. Takes up. No attacks. Well, play Phyrexian Tower. Attack Jace. Opponent blocks. Well, let's get some more lands out of our deck. And we'll pass. We need to get down Academy Rector. The problem is, our opponent's got 6, now 7 cards in hand. This is a hardcore control deck. The chances that they do not have a counter in their deck are slim to none in their hand. So we're going to let this stay on top and see what our opponent's doing. Alright, it's another Deeds. Well, I think we have to attempt to play our Academy Rector. I'm sure this gets countered, and then that's just the game. Yeah, gonna hardcast a Force. Alright, you got us. So let's look at what ways we have of beating a Jace. I think the answer is none. I guess Lingering Souls to attack the Jace, if we can get through the Wraths. Whew. Well, I guess we bring in Sigarda. Bring in Gaddock. Pernicious Deeds is kinda sketchy. Probably better as a one-of. Curse of Deathhold is kinda okay as a tutor target. It does shut down Monastery Mentor, which is a way we could die. I'm not really sure what matchups you're supposed to bring in this combo. Overwhelming Splendor doesn't seem great here. Maybe bring in a Thoughtseize. So our plan for winning is going to be what? Cruel Reality, I guess, and Dovescape. Alright, I guess we'll try it like that. Alright, we get to play first. And we'll give this a shot. We got our Dryad Arbor in hand, unfortunately. So we're looking at turn 2. We can get our... Alright, we'll try this. Lingering Souls seems good against this deck. So let's just play Marsh Flats, pass to the turn. Island for our opponent. Well, crack Marsh Flats. Grab a Savannah. Or Scrubland, rather. Play Bayou. Green Sun Zenith, X1. Get a Veteran Explorer, pass the turn. So I guess we can kind of go aggro with our Lingering Souls. Might be our best bet here. Another land for our opponent. Well, get in with our Veteran Explorer. Play a Swamp and run out Lingering Souls. Opponent Brainstorms. Full value with the fetch land to do some shuffling. Opponent cracks. Gets a Tundra. Ponders. Flooded Strand. And passes. Well, let's go attacking. Play Dryad Arbor, pass the turn. I don't think we want to flashback Lingering Souls, because they could definitely be getting a Terminate on the top of their deck. Or Terminus on the top of their deck. And if they Terminus, then we lose everything, and that would be bad. Alright, no Terminus yet. Scalding Tarn. And Monastery Mentor. Alright, let's Swords the Mentor. Opponent cracks Scalding Tarn. Gets a Tundra. And Brainstorms. Alright, so our opponent's going to get a 1-1 out of the deal. Gain 1 extra life. And Force? Wow, opponent's just going. Okay. Maybe they're not going to Force. Alright, they Force, pitching a counter spell. Well, now we just have to Abrupt Decay the Mentor. We do have to kill the Mentor. So opponent gets some Monks. And passes. Well, let's go attacking. See if our opponent blocks. They do not. So I think our plan is Thoughtseize our opponent. Force, Ponder, Jace, Disenchant. So we'll just take the Ponder, flashback Lingering Souls, play Windswept Heath, pass the turn. So now the plan is our opponent just doesn't draw a Terminus, and we kill them pretty quickly. Alright, runs out the Jace. I guess that buys them a little bit of life, and helps them dig for a Terminus. So they brainstorm. Opponent passes. Alright, kill Jace, hit our opponent, attack our opponent. Opponent blocks, so we get some lands. We both get some lands, actually. Get a forest, get a swamp. Alright, so Jace down. Duress mode our opponent. Wig Collector Brutality. Swords, Force, Portent. What is Portent? Like a really bad Ponder? No Wrath in the graveyard. Well, I guess what we want to do then is just take Force, crack Windswept Heath, get a Savannah, and just run out Sigarda and trust. Our opponent just shuffled their library, so in theory, this just gives us lethal next turn. Alright, that's game. That's game. That's game. Well, we did what we could do, and it's a miracle. Oh, the luck of the miracles. Oh, no. Oh. We know our opponent didn't have it set up because they searched with our veteran explorers. So we know it's impossible that our opponent could have known about that. So I feel like we played that pretty well, but yeah, I mean, you put Terminus in your deck because you hope that on that crucial turn you get a 1-mana Wrath, and on that crucial turn our opponent got a 1-mana Wrath. I don't know what else to say other than ouch. That's rough for us. Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't meant to be. It wasn't meant to be. Ponders into Portents. So what outs do we have from here? And there are very few. Probably starts with just drawing another Lingering Souls is probably our best bet. Opponents just mono cantrips, refilling their hand, setting things up. I'm sure they got rid of that bad Disenchant. So yeah, I think we just got to top deck a Lingering Souls at this point. Opponents drawing extra cards. We will draw a Sweet Sweet Plains, pass the turn. Not quite as good as the Miracle Terminus, I will say. If you're going to rate top decks, I think our opponent's a little bit ahead of ours in terms of top deck rankings. Opponent brainstorms, sure. Plays a Flooded Strand. Gets in with Snapcaster. What does the top of our deck give us? Opponent's drawing more cards. Cabal Therapy, you. I mean, I guess we're going to name Jace because we can't beat a Jace. Terminus, 2 swords. So, all removal. I guess this technically means, assuming our opponent doesn't top deck again, if we just drew our Cruel Reality, we'd probably be favored to win. Opponent gets it. Lingering Souls is still good. Cabal Therapy. Just keep it going. I think we'll take the Terminuses. There's a counter spell now. 2. Yep, so he did top deck. I mean, oh my goodness. Alright. And this means we need to draw our 1 Pernicious Deeds, or the game is over. And that's assuming our opponent does not leave up counterspell mana. And our opponent's going to leave up counterspell mana. Yeah, so that means the game is just over. Wow. Alright. What do we get? It's a Sylvan Library, and we will scoop it up. Yeah. Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't already, take a minute and click that subscribe button. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you'll find the next video in the playlist right here.